It does not discriminate, you know what I mean? Like, that's, like, the biggest thing that, like, I hope that people take away from, like, any story, but particularly in my story in addiction is, like, it does not discriminate. Like, I should not have been an opiate addict with, like, how nurturing my mom was and stuff like that. Of course, I had other stuff that set it up, you know, a lot of traumas growing up that set it up for that. But, yeah, it doesn't discriminate, and it can happen to anyone, and I've been clean from opiates for almost 5 years now, and there's more temptation now than ever because it's like there's so much stress on my plate that I haven't had before, and I want to talk about it because it's still something I'm still even dealing with till this day, you know what I mean? I'm not using, but it's still, of course, it's still a thought will cross my head like, oh man, like especially if I'm sitting there at night trying to sleep and all I'm thinking about is, man, I got this to do, 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 and I'm just going through a list and can't shut my brain up. Of course, I'm like, man, you know what would shut my brain up right now? A little Percocet or something. Of course that goes through my head. Am I gonna act on it? Fuck no. But it's like I just like I like I yeah, I just hope it shows people like, man, like shit doesn't discriminate. And it's shit that like everyday people like deal with. Like and even not everyday people deal with. Cause like there's no sense in trying to hide something that is such a like it's for me it's such a big piece of my like of who I am because I feel like it gave me such a different perspective on life. I feel like since I've seen so many fucked up shit, like I can make fun of I find I find the funniest stuff like in the darkest things. Like I just think dark, like I have very, very dark humor. And I think it comes from like all that. And like I've met the craziest all walks of life people from like just even talking to the homeless people on the side of the street when I was looking for some pills or something, or even getting clean, meeting, you know, shamans or ayahuasqueros or like other people like, you know, administrating these medicines or like, you know, in Florida, they have the South Florida Psychedelic Society that like I pop in every now and again there, and my life coach, he's a big part of it, and it's like all these different avenues and things that people I've met, and it all helped shape me for me like who I am today. So it's like, man, like, because some people are like, man, do you wish you could like, you know, you wish you never had like of course, there's things I wish happened differently, you know, maybe I wish I would've got cleaner a little bit sooner, but, all in all, like, life ended up working out for the best.